Hey, what's guys, is here and welcome back. I'm sick. Damn, you're close. I am quite sick, so we're gonna have a very lackluster, bro. Damn. I don't know who got me sick. Whoever got me sick, I wish 9 children upon you. But today we have a special video. Today I didn't even do the full thing. Right? Today's video is called 8 Most Disturbing Things Discovered in Basements. That's like an interesting video. It's from a guy named, or girl, you may never know. I sound so terrible right now. Also, real quick before we get into the video, my friend says I look like Franklin State. Not Franklin State. Franklin from GTA, right? Tell me, do I look like him? 8 most disturbing things discovered in basements. Eyes are tearing up already. Scary.
This first discovery happened to multiple students of Ohio State University back in September of 2013. The group of students only recently started leasing an off-campus house close to the school. And it was in this house where they would make a disturbing find in the basement.
Okay.
Only a month after moving in, the students would start to notice small yet strange occurrences in the house. Things like cupboards, their oven, and even their microwave being left open.
Well, I thought he was about to say missing. I'm about to say how you never seen your how do you not see your oven go missing, bro? But okay.
This was 3 stories, with 5 students on the first floor and 10 others on the second and third. So obviously it was difficult to keep track of everyone.
Fair.
But when they realized none of them were responsible, they decided to search the house, more specifically the basement. What they found was a locked door, which they had originally assumed was a utility closet that the landlord wanted to be kept locked. Though at no point in time was this confirmed, and after calling the landlord about it, they were informed this wasn't the case. The door should not have been locked for any reason.
Oh
the
my
landlord
gosh, I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. Landlord says it's oh, I never locked that door. That door is not supposed to be locked. It's locked? Really? I'm not going in there. Right, buddy? Gosh.
A maintenance worker to check it out, and after breaking down the door, a room that was clearly being lived in was revealed.
Oh, wow.
The room had framed photos and school textbooks scattered around. The students would change all the locks that night and leave a note for whoever was living in the room saying to call them. The man would actually end up calling the number and later be removed from the household. It turns out the guy was a cousin to one of the house's previous residents, which is how he got a key in the first place.
What the hell?
One of the students even recalled running into the man in the basement at one point earlier in the month and asking who he was, but only to be met with a very vague answer. Ultimately, the students would blame the leasing company of the home.
Wait. You ran into a random man in your home, and you're like, who are you? What do you mean, and you went about your day? What?
Home for the incident, as they were responsible for failing to change the locks from the year before.
Oh, okay, that's true.
In June of 2020, a man named Christopher Town would make a life-threatening discovery while helping his friend move furniture in his basement. Unknown to both of them at the time was the fact that the house itself was built over a well. And so at one point, when Christopher was making his way across the room, the floorboards just underneath him would snap, which caused him to fall the 25-foot drop to the bottom. Fortunately, there was water at the bottom to break his fall.
Oh my gosh.
This meant Christopher would have to use the rocks on the wall to hold his head above the water while he waited for the local fire department to arrive. And to make things worse, the water itself was at an extremely low temperature. Though, after only a few minutes, the fire department was able to successfully get Christopher out using a hauling system. And other than almost getting hypothermia, Christopher would make it out unhurt.
That's not that crazy, though. I mean, who would build a house over a well? I didn't even know I forgot wells existed for a moment. We haven't seen those in a while, right? I thought they got patched or something. Like, what happened to wells? When's the last time you seen a good old well? In the comments. Also subscribe for New Year. Hello.
Mike Carroll was a man who lived in a small house in Lake Grove, New York.
Okay, so far all these houses look the damn same to me. I don't know. Like that's a nice little truck, bro. That's a nice little car. I like that. But all these houses look the damn same to me.
which was the same house he had grown up in. Mike was 57 at the time, and only a few months prior had purchased the house. Though, while he was in the basement, Mike would make a disturbing discovery. He would find a full set of human bones buried under some dirt. But what makes this find so disturbing is the fact that the bones match the DNA of his father.
Oh my god! Oh god, stop screaming. Oh my gosh! Okay. The match the DNA of your dad. I would be in distraught if I saw my father's bones. That's insane. Holy crap. What? I was drinking some tea, I would have spat it out.
When Mike was only 8 months old, his father was said to have gone missing. And throughout his childhood, he would question his mother about this. But each time he was given a different story. So, of course, this made Mike want to find out for himself what had really happened to his father, which is what gave him motivation to buy his childhood house in the first place. The newly found bones would obviously cause blame for the disappearance to be shifted onto his mother, though she had unfortunately passed away 20 years prior.
Wow.
So, there's no way of confirming if she was responsible.
So we don't even know. We don't even know if she did it. She must have done it, though. She's making up stories. Must have done it. Holy crap.
Therefore, what really happened will forever be unknown.
Insane.
In January of 2016, an appliance repairman was responding to a call from house owner Charles Price. Though, while the repairman was working in the basement, he would claim to have noticed something moving in a covered container in a back corner. Curious, the repairman
All
would
these
lift
houses
off
look
the
the damn
cover
same.
and be met by a 200-pound alligator. But before running, the repairman would...
What the? Where did he spawn in? Where did he spawn in? That's not the, you're out of spawn location. Go. Ref! Can we do something about that? Why is the alligator there? Oh my gosh. Why is there, damn. Why is there an alligator there, bro? Ugh. Shut up. Why is there an alligator in a basement? I mean, alligators can actually live long without food. But like crazy. How long he's been in there for is insane.
capture multiple pictures for proof to show the police.
Wow.
It turns out the house owner had the alligator for more than 20 years and was supposedly using it to help him with the house's mouse infestation. He would illegally
Buy a cat! Oh my gosh. Buy a cat! Bro, my grandma had a, back in Jamaica, my grandma had a cat. No, not my grandma. My uncle had a cat, right? I had her name was Frisk. Best cat ever. I want a tuxedo cat just because of her, right? Doesn't matter if a boy or girl tuxedo cat. I just want a tuxedo cat, right? I don't know what I'll name him or her. I don't know at all yet. But when I move out my parents' house, I'm buying a tuxedo cat. First thing I'm saving up for, right? I saw it eat a lizard one time, and the reason he got the cat was because there's a bunch of lizards in the area. I wish I had a video, but it was on my old phone. I don't know. I don't even know what happened to that phone. But bro, get a freaking cat. Freaking cat, kill a lizard, can kill a mouse, can kill a rat, easy. And why an alligator? Good lord. Yeah, yeah. I got my pet alligator here. Oh, he's just here for the rats.
legally keep the creature in a cage in his basement and claim to occasionally take him out into his backyard. Shortly after the repairman made the report, the alligator was confiscated by local animal control and later released into a better environment.
Did he name the alligator at least?
This discovery was posted to Reddit by an account under the name Daily Dish. In the post, the Redditor explains how a few years ago they shared a house with some friends, and in the first few months of living in the house, they hadn't spent much time in the basement. The basement was half finished, with the other half being a sort of dirt crawl space that extended under the porch of the house. They went on to explain how one night they decided to explore it more thoroughly, and after grabbing a flashlight, they discovered a black canvas duffel bag in the very back of the dirt crawl space. Disturbingly, in the duffel bag were 2 black ski masks, a hunting knife, and a single black leather glove.
Okay.
The Redditor went on to explain how they decided to call the non-emergency police number and report the discovery, though the police weren't interested. and therefore the house owners decided to set fire to everything but the hunting knife. Whether that bag had any relation to any sort of criminal activity is still unknown to this day.
That's not that big as. That's not that one. That one wasn't like that disturbing. I don't know. That was
This next discovery comes from a guy who moved into a studio apartment in England. The guy claimed to have moved into the apartment without even viewing the place, and on arrival he would discover something pretty disturbing.
So here's the apartment I moved into last week.
a nice little apartment though.
Pretty small, pretty nice.
Yeah,
Rent
so I
was
just
pretty
said-
cheap, so I moved in without even viewing the place.
Very honestly.
And then when I got here,
Nice.
I realized why the rent was so cheap.
The guy then goes on to give a tour of the apartment.
Okay.
And after a while, this sort of trap door on the floor can be seen.
Got a bathroom, pretty standard. And then we look down here.
Oh,
What's this? That's definitely a handle.
extra
So
room.
I figured, you know, a bit of underfloor storage. So let's lift this up.
Painting stuff. Yeah.
That looks like it goes down pretty deep.
Oh,
Featured
rotted.
directly under this guy's apartment is some sort of dungeon-looking basement.
Walking in the steps into the dungeon.
A dungeon. Hurrah, fam. A dungeon, mate.
Well, you can see a corridor going off straight to the front.
Imagine you just see a person. Just a person strapped up in a gimp suit or some crap. I'd be seeing. I would just turn back. I don't think I'd help him.
Interesting graffiti on the wall.
I sneeze.
Down here, this place is strange.
Clean that up and that could be a little
It's
room
like
though. Yo, get a little like carpet here. Get a little bit of like wallpaper, little cushions as there. Little downstairs, you got a little man cave. Get like you can add some cords, whatnot. That's amazing.
Bricks.
That's what I use it for.
Or bed.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the apartment, the area itself is pretty big, featuring many large rooms and corridors.
You
What
got a whole
exactly
extra
this area
room.
was used for is unclear.
You got a couple extra rooms for dirt cheap.
Way back in 2002, a homeowner in Jefferson County, Wisconsin found out that the foundation of her house was deteriorating. And so in November, she would apply for a loan to repair the foundation. But around 2 weeks later, while away at work, she would get a call from the workers hired to do the repair, explaining how they came across a gruesome discovery. They explained that as they started to remove the soil from the foundation wall in her basement, they had unearthed the full skeletal remains of a body.
Oh crap.
The skeleton was determined to be that of a 50-year-old male. Most disturbingly though, is the fact that after further inspection, it was determined that the house had been built right on top of an ancient burial ground that's estimated to be up to 170 years old. Experts believe that in all likelihood hundreds more skeletons are within a close proximity to the one found.
Oh crap. I
This
moved.
discovery would ultimately put a stop to the house's renovation altogether.
I would just move though. That one's not that bad. I would just move.
In January of 2010, Wally and Linda DeForest
See, like
would move into
we're
the
seeing a whole thing about these houses. All just like these type of houses, bro. Every single one. Don't buy one. Don't buy one. You're gonna have that person in your damn
new
backyard.
home in Goshen, Indiana. Though only a week after moving in, the couple would discover a live torpedo in their basement. Something they obviously
I'm keeping that. What? I'm keeping that. I'm putting up in my. It's live. I'm keeping that. Imagine you beefing with somebody. You up a torpedo on them. Why you have ultimate like better than any gun, better than any RPG. A torpedo. You know, no, bro. I'm keeping that. I'm not giving that to nobody. Ain't nobody gonna know. Everybody gonna know I have it. Ain't no one gonna know though. I mean,
weren't aware of beforehand. Both of them noted how old the thing looked, but still obviously active. There had been no drill holes to indicate it had been disarmed. The couple would end up calling the police, who would send out a bomb squad to extract the torpedo from the property's basement. And luckily they were able to remove it without incident. But considering the squad did confirm the explosive was still active upon arrival, the whole situation just makes you think how much worse things could have really gone.
oh my gosh. Wow, what an amazing video. What an interesting Amazing video. Kobe. I missed. Hold on. Alright, so thank you guys for watching this video. Please smash that like button, subscribe if you want to see more from me. Holy crap. Ring that bell. You also want to see more from me. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. May God bless you all. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.